Hey guys, welcome to our channel Uniplex. Guys, in today's video, we will be showing 10 extreme moments caught on security camera, which have caused significant financial loss to people, and some individuals luckily escaped from nearby deaths. So, without wasting any more time, let's start today's video. Harbin is the largest city and provincial capital of Heilongjiang Province, China. Its place in northeastern China is geographically similar to northeastern Canada. It gets pretty cold in the winter and fall. It was snowing in Harbin in November of 2021. The streets were covered in slush and giant icicles hung from the skyscrapers. Two men were chatting outside an office building when a falling ice block barely missed them.
老天爷就告诉我，这色不好看。
Both men do the smart thing and move away from the building. You never know when another icicle is about to fall. We can see how big the ice block is when the video slows down. That thing could be half the size of his windshield. The falling icicles are no joke. While rarely sharp enough to penetrate your skin, they can leave bruises and break bones. You'll get a nasty concussion if one hits you in the head. According to the CDC, there are at least 1 million ice-related injuries in America each year. We can't say for sure how many come from falling icicles. Torrential rain battered the city of Yan'an, China for several days in July of 2013. Nearly 1 million people were affected by landslides and flash floods. They were about to add 4 more to the tally. On July 13, 2013, 4 locals drove along a mountainous road near Yan'an City. All seemed normal until a massive mudslide engulfed their car. Thankfully, everyone inside made it out okay. The mudslide swallows the entire car in seconds. It's so violent that the street camera can hardly hold still. You can barely see the taillights through the dust as the car inches towards the cliffside. The landslide eventually subsides. It appears as if there's no way anybody could have survived. Then miraculously, 2 men emerge from the car. A third struggles but makes it out after a quick tumble. All 3 are absolutely shell-shocked. First, they check the mountain to make sure nothing else is coming. Then they go back to save their 4th passenger. China is a country that is extremely prone to landslides due to the significant amount of rainfall it receives, making near-death situations like this one a bit too common. Thankfully, all 4 men in this video made it out okay. As for their car, well, we hope they had good mudslide insurance. Long Han is a major city in southeastern Vietnam. It's home to about 171,000 people and one very lucky man. On July 5th of 2022, a drunk man in his 50s was out for a late-night walk. His journey required him to cross the north-south railway tracks. Apparently, he was so drunk that he didn't realize the arms were down and a train was coming. What happened next was the luckiest moment of his life. The man standing guard is Trin Van Tha, a 33-year-old rail crossing worker with one simple job. He's supposed to lower the crossing arms when the train is coming. Thankfully, Van Tha is very good at his job. That's when our drunk man ducks under the arm and tries to beat the train, but he stumbles and smacks his face on the ground. Without hesitation, Van Tha springs into action and pulls the man off the tracks. Seconds later, the train races by. The drunk man can hardly stand on his own 2 feet. We imagine Van Tha is giving him an earful about rail crossing safety. He claims he was walking to buy cigarettes and thought the train was much further away. Let this video be a lesson about patience and the inebriating effects of alcohol. All this guy had to do was wait 2 minutes. Maybe he wouldn't have become a drunken internet sensation. The next time you're in Al Asha, Saudi Arabia, be careful where you're pumping gas. On May 15, 2022, drivers at one local gas station were in for a terrifying experience. If you have an irrational fear of exploding gas stations, you should probably look away. A line of cars and trucks wait for their turns at the pump, but keep your eye on the reserve tank area on the left side of the screen. A white sedan drives by and leaves the station. They have no idea what they just missed. Moments later, kaboom! The reserve area explodes, sending slabs of concrete soaring into the air. Thick black smoke fills the gas station. We imagine that's what the gates of hell probably look like. Look at how the tops come flying off as the pressure builds inside. A split second later, the entire thing explodes. From what we can piece together, the reserve tanks allegedly exploded due to high temperatures in the area. With little news available out of Saudi Arabia, we can't say exactly what caused it. Smederevo is a vital river city in central Serbia. It sits on the banks of the Danube River, a 770-mile waterway stretching from western Germany to the Black Sea. On April 8, 2021, workers were loading a barge full of minerals and sediment from the riverbed. It was someone's job to watch the barge and ensure it didn't get too heavy. Needless to say, that person got fired after this footage came out. They're lucky the barge didn't crash into the dock when it snapped like the Titanic. We also give 2 thumbs up for that daring jump between the sinking ship and the pier. The barge and machinery belong to a Serbian company called DMB Shipping. Throughout 2021, several DMB employees were accused of violating different company rules. We bet one of those rules was make sure the barge doesn't snap in half. This next story is a cautionary tale about jinx. On July 4th, 2022, a Nebraska family gathered to launch fireworks in the front yard. They had a car full of explosives, which were legal in Nebraska, and lit them off one by one in the street. You know when you're watching a game and the announcer says something like, "He hasn't missed a kick in 7 games," then, of course, the player misses the kick. We call that an announcer jinx. Well, this woman accidentally jinxed her entire family.
That's what happened on New Year's. Was those fireworks were bad and it just exploded.
Someone should have told her to knock on wood right then and there. What you're about to see is the most blatant jinx of all time. You probably saw this clip making the rounds on social media. It went so viral that people accused the Simply Safe doorbell company of staging it as a marketing campaign. They put out a tweet denying these claims. Then people blamed the family for posting the video and complaining when it went viral. But they weren't the ones who uploaded it in the first place. They sent the video to some neighbors in case the fireworks damaged their property and needed evidence for insurance claims. One of those neighbors shared it with a friend who sent it to another, and it eventually went viral. Gujarat is the 5th largest Indian state but has the most coastline in the country. As such, they're a major port state. In fact, 40% of India's ocean cargo moves through their public and private sector ports. Like other countries, these Indian dock workers operate on very tight schedules. On August 28, 2019, one truck driver came in a little too fast. All seems normal as the truck comes down the ramp. You don't realize he's going too fast until he tries to turn. The truck nearly tips over and drives off screen. Whatever's happening catches everyone else's attention. The CCTV cameras cut to a different angle, showing the truck plunging into the water. Everyone runs toward the crash to see if they can help. The guys watching the footage quickly blamed brake failure, not tight shipping deadlines. The driver and passenger were rescued and treated for minor injuries. As for their cargo, it sank to the bottom of the Arabian Sea. On May 2, 2023, a 5.2 magnitude earthquake rocked the southwestern city of Baoshan. It struck at 11:30 p.m. Beijing time when most people were asleep for the night. Various CCTV cameras around the city captured the brief earthquake. It only lasted a few seconds, but you can imagine how scary and destructive that window can be. Admit it. You were worried for the cows and the dog, weren't you? According to reports, the earthquake damaged nearly 3,000 houses and injured 10 people. Thankfully, all of them made a full recovery. The Earthquake Administration declared it a 3.3 emergency, the third highest of 4 levels. They sent over 2,400 rescue workers into the city to help people get to safety. The local government set up 34 emergency shelters to house about 11,000 affected people. If you're looking for a Brazilian vacation, check out Vila Velha, a coastal resort town in Espírito Santo, Brazil. They're known for their beautiful beaches and luxury buildings. Just make sure the hotel pool is in working condition. On April 22nd of 2021, residents of a beachfront building reported a strange smell coming from the pool. It smelled like gas. Whatever the heated pool kicked into overdrive. They decided not to swim until someone could figure out the problem. That proved to be a wise decision. It was about 10 o'clock at night. Most of the residents were in bed or winding down. Then they all heard a loud crash when the bottom of their 75-foot pool collapsed. The water fell down to the parking lot and flooded the first level. Officials evacuated the building's 270 residents and put them in nearby hotels for free. Meanwhile, they checked the integrity of the building to make sure the whole thing wasn't about to collapse. At least none of the vehicles in the parking lot were damaged. They just got a free car wash. The building was deemed safe and residents returned 5 days later. Apparently, the pool sprung a leak in 2020 and had to shut down for 3 months. Maybe they didn't do a good job patching it. As for the gas smell, they never figured out where it was coming from. Enshu is a small city in central China. By small, we mean small by Chinese standards. They're still home to about 780,000 people. Their spot on the Qing River also attracts lots of summer tourism. There are plenty of hotels, restaurants, and spas to explore. The tourists were gone by December 27th of 2019. Locals were walking up and down the street when a loud crash stole their attention. The original CCTV clip doesn't do the sinkhole justice. We can see how big it is when bystanders begin recording on their phones. Finally, an aerial shot puts the whole scene in perspective. Local authorities did not report any injuries when the sinkhole opened. The driver was okay, and the road was closed for repairs until January 1st. They never said what caused the sinkhole. It looks like the road was built over pretty hollow ground. It probably collapsed after years of wear and tear. Guys, we have come to the end of the video. Thank you for watching the video for so long patiently. If you enjoy this video, you can like and comment, and if you want to see such strange and interesting videos, you can subscribe to our channel and ring the bell icon next to it. See you in the next video. Until then, stay healthy, stay well. Thank you.